In the Republican heartland of Wiley, Texas, the Refitts are a house divided.
Do we have a Gestapo out there? Is this what is happening, is where friends and family are turning in their relatives and their colleagues because their political ideology is different than theirs?
Nicole, Sarah and Peyton Reffitt are trying to live something of a normal life, but there are two people missing from this family portrait. 48-year-old Guy Reffitt is behind bars charged with trespassing on restricted federal property, accused of being a member of a militia extremist group that stormed the US Capitol.
He went to protest and his voice was heard, and I'm proud of him for that. He never once wanted a window broken. He never even tried to break a window. He went there because we believe that liberty once lost is lost forever.
Also missing is 18-year-old son Jackson. He's the one who tipped off the FBI about his father's actions.
It just felt like the right thing.
You know, and then that is the night when he was on CNN that I asked him, I said, Jax, I said, did you have anything to do with turning your dad in? And he said, yes, he did.
The FBI arrived at the Reffitt suburban home 10 days after the Capitol riots, a neighbour's security camera capturing the arrest.
Open the door! Open the door!
Hi, Reffitt, this is the FBI. We have an arrest warrant. Come to the door.
And unfortunately, over the course of the past 2 weeks, it's all kind of... It's just really sunk in that Jackson had premeditated turning his dad in.
Jackson hasn't been home since the arrest, apart from collecting some clothes from his bedroom.
The political sort of climate here has gotten much more personal, I think, in the last couple of years.
Journalist Daniel Bush says the schism in the Reffitt family is playing out across the country and could get worse as the second impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump looms.
It's a time to take the temperature of the Republican Party, how it moves forward in the post-Trump era, as well as whether Republicans and Democrats are going to work together, or whether this is going to be sort of yet another couple of years of tense, bitter partisanship here in the United States.
Although both Democrats and Republicans criticised Donald Trump for his actions,
the mob was fed lies. They were provoked by the president and other powerful people.
On the matter of impeachment, the parties are split. No president has ever been impeached after leaving office, a fact which forms the central plank of the Trump legal defence, although constitutional expert Paul Schiff-Berman believes that argument makes a mockery of the nation's founding documents.
If you could never prosecute in an impeachment trial someone who was no longer in office, it would allow someone to resign before they could be barred from future office at the last minute, and you would never be able to use that clause because they could always resign and then they wouldn't be in office anymore. They have to be held accountable.
17 Republicans will need to side with the 50 Democrat senators to achieve the two-thirds majority vote needed to convict Donald Trump.
Whether or not it results in conviction, I think this is a process that we have to go through because we have to say that this is just beyond the pale.
370 staffers have signed an open letter pleading with the Senate to convict Donald Trump. Remington Belford is one of them.
I had friends who were hiding behind desks, behind barricaded doors in fear of their lives. I had friends on the floor who were not on the floor, but in the gallery, who were terrified because, heaven forbid, one of those sycophantic supremacists, caught them. We pray and hope that you will take our voice into consideration when you cast your vote.
It seems unlikely the numbers will stack up, with Republican senators coming under enormous pressure from their pro-Trump voting base. No one believes the bitter partisanship which led to violence here in January will be eased during this week's impeachment trial. The cure for that will be found around family dinner tables, where political feuds have left empty seats.
It has really just torn our family apart. The divide, the political divide specifically, I've seen it happen to friends. It's just so sad.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.